guys, and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video I am showing you how I get this makeup look, just something really simple but really nice and pretty. This is probably one of my favourite makeup looks at the moment. I just absolutely love the way it turns out every time. I just think it's really nice and pretty and I love the glow that it gives. Just wanted to show you how I got this look because I always get quite a few compliments when I have this makeup on, so thought I might show you how I do it. So if you want to see how I got this look, then keep on watching. So I've already moisturised my face and I'm going to start off with primer as I always do, and I'm going to use the Estee Edit by Estee Lauder Flash Illuminator in the shade Spotlight. That's the one, I always forget what the shade's called. You may have seen this in my previous video because I mentioned it in my favourites. And yeah, I just like that this gives me a nice glowy look to the skin. I'm going to apply this with my Makeup Revolution brush. I think it's a foundation brush, but I'm going to use it for primer. I mean, can you see the difference? That's the side without primer, that's the side with primer. It might look a little bit mental at first, but obviously when you put the foundation and stuff over the top, it obviously makes it look less crazy, but it gives your face a nice glow to it still. Why am I talking weird? So that is the primer done, and now I'm going to go on to foundation, and I'm going to use my trusty Rimmel Match Perfection, which as you can see has been very well loved. You're probably going to judge me for what sponge I'm using, but I'm using this. Basically, I got brought this for Christmas off my mom. As you can see, it's in the shape of a Christmas tree. Normally I use my Real Techniques sponge, but that one sort of went a bit horrible. I had to throw it away, you know, just needed replacing, and I just haven't got around to buying a new one yet. I did have a Primark one that I had ready to test out, but it literally felt like I was bouncing a rock on my face. So I had this one, and I'm using this at the moment to apply a lot of my foundations, which is a bit mental because it's July, but it works well. So I'm going to keep using this, and then eventually I will get around to getting the Real Techniques one again or something similar to that. The one downside to this sponge is that it doesn't give you a crazy amount of coverage. You have to apply quite a lot, but if you want a light coverage it's fine, and I still like it, it still works well. It's just not the best at applying coverage. I don't even know where it's from. My mum randomly brought it me for Christmas, so I have no idea. Now onto concealer. I'm going to use the Maybelline Instant Anti-Age Eraser Eye Perfect and Cover Concealer in the shade Light. That was a lot of words. I just find this really satisfying to apply. The fact that you like twist it up to get the product out and then you use this little sponge on the end. I don't know why, I just find it really satisfying. I also like to put concealer on my eyelids as a eyeshadow base. I do have some samples of the Urban Decay Primer Potion, but I just find this quicker and easier to use because it saves getting another product out. I know that makes me sound really lazy, but I just find that this works well, so I just do it as I'm applying the rest of my concealer. It just makes a lot more sense. I'm blending most of this in with this sponge again, and then for the concealer on my lids I'm going to use a Real Techniques foundation brush, like a small one, because I don't really like pressing on my eyes. It kind of grosses me out a bit, like, you know what I mean. It kind of doesn't really feel very comfortable, so I'd rather use a brush. Also, this is called shade Light. It's not very light on me. I feel like, I don't know if there is any lighter shades, maybe there is, but this is just not light on me. It's like, if anything, it might be a bit too dark. I suppose it matches the majority of my foundations, but I like concealers, especially under my eyes, to be a bit more brightening. Although this is like brightening, but I mean like a lighter shade to make it even more, you know what I mean. But anyway, oh, where did I put that? This is the brush I'm going to be using for the concealer on my eyes. It's the pointed foundation brush. Looks like this. I don't know how you could use this for foundation because look how small it is. That'd take you so long. Now I'm going to move on to powder, and I'm going to use this Collection Loose powder that I'm not that keen on, but I'm just trying to get the use out of it. And then I'm going to apply it with this Makeup Revolution powder brush. That'll do for powder. Now I'm going to go on to brows, and as you know, my brows are a bit mental, so I should probably get them done at some point. First I'm going to comb through my brows with this W7 spoolie, and then I am going to apply the NYX Tame and Frame Tinted Brow Pomade in the shade Blonde. Then I'm going to use my NYX brow brush to apply that with. Please ignore the brows. Just ignore them. Now we're going to go on to the eyeshadow, which is literally just one product. Today we are going to be using the Kiko Cream Crush Lasting Colour eyeshadow, and this is in the shade 10. Does it have a name, or is it just 10? It's just number 10. It is in this cute little pot, and it is this nice pale pearly pink shade. Looks like this. Obviously doesn't look its prettiest at the moment because I've used it and messed it about a bit, but I am going to use this Makeup Revolution brush, which is just a flat brush, and I'm going to apply this just to the lid. That's literally all I'm going to do for the eyeshadow today. Shall I zoom you in? I feel like I always forget, and then I remember, why do I do this to myself? Because I look like a toe. Now you can see my disgusting brows even closer. The one downside with this is that it can get a little bit clumpy, so you have to like properly like mix it together, like blend it in on the eye, because some little clumps can come out, but it's not the end of the world and it does sort of sort itself out. Now onto mascara. I will give you one guess as to what mascara I'm using. If you are a regular follower of this channel, you probably already know what mascara I'm about to use. It's the Maybelline Falsies Push Up Angel mascara. Absolutely love this mascara, just the best mascara I've ever tried. I love the brush, it's so thin and so weird, but it just works amazingly, makes my lashes look really long and separated, which is the look I always like to go for. And I think it looks especially nice with this makeup look because it's quite a pretty makeup look anyway, and this makes it look nice and fluttery, and it just goes well. Look how pretty it is. I love it so much. Okay, so that is the eyes complete. As you can see, it's just very natural, really pretty makeup look, and I love it. But now I'm going to go on to the rest of the face. For contour, I'm going to use the same thing I use pretty much every time I do contour, which is the Sleek Face Contour Kit in the shade Light. And as you can see, I've hit pan, and I'm going to use my Real Techniques contour brush. Now for blusher, I'm going to use the 17 Stamp blusher, which you may have seen in my testing new beauty products video a while back. I say a while back, it was like a few weeks ago. But I am going to stamp this onto each cheek and then blend it in with the Real Techniques buffing brush. It's funny because it looks so mental at first when you just stamp it on like that. Obviously, I'm not going to leave it like that. I do blend it in. Now the blusher is applied onto one of my favourite parts, which is highlight. And for highlight, we're going to be using this beauty, which is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Nicole Guerrero, still don't know if I'm saying that right, Glow Palette, which, as you know, is a big fave of mine at the moment. I'm going to use this shade, which is Kitty Cat, and it's like a nice pinky shade. And because this look is very pink, why not make it more pink? Literally going to use the tiniest amount. Literally need to tap into it a couple of times and it's just blinding. I hope this picks up on camera. Oh. Oh. I really hope that's picking up because it's just so bomb. Literally incredible. It's hard to make a more natural glow with this highlight, not gonna lie, because even with the tiniest amount on your brush, it's pretty insane. But I love an intense highlight, so it's good for me. But if you're more of someone who likes a natural highlight, this probably isn't the palette for you, as you can hopefully see. I'm going to put a tiny bit down my nose. It's not really a tiny bit, is it? And on my Cupid's bow. Now onto the final step, which is lips. I don't actually really like to wear a proper bold lip or a coloured lip with this look. I either just leave it without or I apply something really natural or just clear. So for today I'm going to apply the Tanya Burr Cosmetics lip gloss in the shade Diamonds Are a Girl's Best Friend, which is just this clear glittery lip gloss. Although it might come out a little bit pink because I've applied it over like pink or red lipsticks a lot, so now it looks like this. So it may have a little bit of colour to it, but not too much, and it'll look quite natural. It'll probably just turn into a Your Lips But Better look, so I'm hoping that happens anyway, because I've kind of destroyed the applicator, haven't I? Oh, it's actually really nice. It's just got a really like subtle pink hint to it now because of that, so it still works. Okay, and that is the finished makeup look. As you can see, it's just really glowy, really natural, but nice and pretty, and it would work for every day, or if you're wanting a more natural look. Just something quite simple, but I always think looks really nice, and I always feel quite confident when I'm wearing this makeup because I just think it makes me look a bit nicer, a bit prettier, you know. Nothing too dramatic, but it still works for me anyway. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a big thumbs up and comment down below any other makeup looks you'd like me to try and any other video suggestions in general. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already and hit the notification bell, because apparently YouTube doesn't like to show all the videos in people's subscription boxes anymore, so if you want to know when I upload, please hit that notification bell, which is right next to the subscribe button. And don't forget to subscribe to my vlog channel, which is Esme Extra, and my Disney channel, which is Esme Ever After. And yeah, I will see you in the next video. Bye! I always leave my bloody mirror over there. So that is the primer. Now on to maybe. Oh my spoolie. I feel like a 6 out of 10. Gotta get up early tomorrow again. And it's in this cute little pot. Literally just this on the lid, on its own, nothing else. Hey there, absolutely love. Oh, that is such a satisfying sound. For contour, I'm going to use the same throat. This is so satisfying to open. Ha, it pops. Woo! Haha! And blush. Ooh! What is that? Honestly, there's going to be so many bloopers in this video, and I don't normally have bloopers.